welcome to Soul in Balance. My name's Alicia and I'll be doing a report on the total lunar eclipse that'll be happening at the full moon in Leo, and it will also be a super moon, which means it's going to be super close and super intense. So this is going to be happening on the 1st of February at 12:26 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and like all full moons, it's opposite the sun that's in Aquarius at 11 degrees. And with all lunar eclipses, it's about awakening of the heart and, finding new pathways and new downloads and stepping into our power. So, and also finding what's lurking beneath the surface, what needs to come up and be healed at this time. So the best thing to do is to find out where this total lunar eclipse will be happening in your birth chart. So that will be what house and what planets will be affected during this total lunar eclipse, because the light from the moon is going to be shining on all the aspects of your chart that needs a bit of healing and a bit of love at this time. So I'm sure that everybody's feelings are quite heightened at this time. Things have been quite intense. We're having the lunar eclipse meeting the North Node, which is the collective direction, and it's hitting our heart space. The lunarization of the moon is shining a light on all these hidden parts of our heart that we've been trying to bury down or protect or run away from. And it's been quite intense. So people in our lives have been mirroring to us what we need to address ourselves. So it could be friends or family or relationships that are just showing us and bringing to the surface what needs to be healed in our own hearts. And I think the amazing part of this is that the moon will be conjunct, which is joining Ceres, which is what we need to feel nurtured, the mother, the goddess of nurturing and care. So the fact that it's shining a light on the moon, which is also the feminine, and then in Leo, which is our heart and the collective direction, it's shining a light on all the parts of our heart that need to come to the surface so we can be in our full strength and full power. So there's a lot of intensity going on, and then we have the polarity at the other end of Aquarius, where is the sun and Venus, the goddess of love. And in Venus, she can be quite detached. So at this time, with all these intense feelings coming up from our heart space, Venus in Aquarius just wants to run away. She wants to check out. She wants to numb out. She just wants to just forget about everything. But while she's doing that, she's also in the universe and finding all this information and getting all these downloads so it can be processed. A hard aspect there, which has been happening for the last few days now, is Pluto conjunct Mercury, which can be that obsessive thinking and not being able to get traumatic feelings and expression and interactions out of your mind. So we're just going over and over and over in our minds what's hurting us or what the problem is or how overwhelmed we are, and then we're trying to check out, and then we're trying to protect our hearts, and it's just shining more and more and more of a light. So it's quite normal at this time for people to want to run away or just go into their room and hide, or go into their home and hide, or try and bury their head in their, uni or work or whatever they can just to escape the intensity. But I think at this time we need to understand that there is no escaping, that these feelings are coming up because they need to be healed so you can be the best version of you. So I'll quickly go over the aspects. We have the moon, Ceres and North Node in Leo opposite the sun and Venus in Aquarius. We also have Neptune in conjunct the moon, North Node in Leo. And we have Jupiter sextiling Pluto in Capricorn and Chiron in Pisces trining out to Jupiter in Scorpio. So all in all, this is a continuation of the work we've already been doing and the eclipses we had in Leo last year. So at this time, let go of what's coming up. Let go of that broken wheel or that old way of doing things to protect your heart, because it's not working. Surrender and let go of whatever pain you're holding on to, and be open to what's new, because there's so many beautiful and wonderful things coming your way, and especially when your heart is open, and especially when you're following your dreams and following your passion. So at this time, it is perfectly fine to be feeling how you're feeling, and wanting to check out and feeling heartbroken. Even myself, I'm somebody who loves diving into a problem, dissecting it from every single angle and feeling its intensity. And even myself, I've had to check out. Like, I've had to be like, no, I can't take this anymore. I need to sleep. I need to get away. I need to forget. But I'm coming back and feeling the feelings that I need to feel. So am I in fear? Am I feeling lost? Am I feeling sadness? Am I feeling heartbroken? And then I sit in those feelings, give myself that space, be present, and then when it gets too hard, check out, but then come back. And I think that's perfectly normal for everyone else to do that as well. I just feel like we need to be quite compassionate for each other at the moment. So everybody is feeling this. Everybody is feeling their heart space shaken up, and all their fears and pain is being thrown in their face. So yeah, definitely be compassionate for yourself and compassionate for others. Just like all full moons, they're all about releasing and letting go. But with this one, we're releasing a lot more. So if you would like a birth chart reading done from me, so you can track the full moon and the new moon in your birth chart each month, please wait to the end of the video down below where I'll have my information. Many soul journey blessings.